Hi, I'm Antonio Centeno, the founder of Real Men Real Style, and today I'm going to be talking about Carol Davis Sportswear, in particular her webfoot socks, which is a thermal sock that you would wear in extreme cold weather. Okay, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. By doing that, the videos come right to you. In addition, if you like this video, if you find it useful, go ahead and like it down below. Lets me know to continue making videos like this. If you've got suggestions, leave a comment and I'll try to improve per your suggestions. And last but not least, we always link to a great article. Actually, in this case, I'm linking to Carol Davis so that you can go to her website and you can look at the product and you can say, okay, this is how Antonio described it and this is good for me. Or if not, well, then you're free to do whatever you want. Okay, so this is the webfoot sock, and it's made, the key with all of Carol Davis's products, it's made from the Malden Mills Power Stretch Polartec fabric. This is a super high-tech fabric that wicks away moisture from the body. It's got a 4-way stretch to it. It's bacteria resistant, and it has excellent loft. And loft is the insulation property of being able to keep in air and be able to prevent heat loss. So why do, I don't know about you guys, when I'm out and I'm moving about, I'm actually running outside a lot when it's cold, or I'm doing an active sport, perhaps snowboarding. Actually, I don't snowboard, my brother does. He's really good, by the way, but no, I just happen to live in a very cold area. I mean, Wisconsin, it gets so cold here, I had to, my oil froze in my truck. I mean, what kind of, well, I need to get back to Texas anyway, but no, Wisconsin, I have learned to appreciate these socks. And it's funny, my wife has probably hijacked these and it's taken away. So Carol, you're watching this, please send a pair to my wife so I can get my socks back. But we wash these and they're very clean. And I can tell you that having owned these for probably 5 years now, this is a great product. There are no holes. My wife actually wears these as slippers around the house, and they are very good quality. So the fabric does not, I mean, you could just tell by the stitching and the fabric makeup that we have not worn holes in these, because we're rough on these things. But the key, I think, if you're wearing these out, and when I notice when I'm wearing these out and it's really cold, let's say I'm running or I'm going to have boots on and I'm going to be trekking through the snow, it wicks away the sweat from your feet, which is really important, because if your feet get wet and if you're wearing cotton socks, you're done, because you're going to get all that moisture in there and it's going to basically get your boots wet. And you need something that can wick away the moisture and allow it to escape. So one, you probably need to have the right type of boots on which allow the moisture to escape. But the other part is you don't want that moisture next to your feet, because your boots can get a little bit wet and they can absorb a certain amount of moisture. But if your feet get wet and you can start getting cool air in there, that's a bad recipe. You can get extreme, well, we won't get into the damage that can cause. But if you're out hunting, you're out, doing any type of place where your feet need to stay warm for long periods of time, you don't want bacteria growth, you need to go with something like this. The only other alternative I could say are going to be high-tech wool socks that are made specifically for this. And in that case, you're going to spend a lot more than you are with Carol Davis, because this Power Stretch Polartec, it's a synthetic fabric. And I don't know the exact makeup. It's usually going to be polyester and a few other ones, but it's woven in a way that's designed to pull that moisture away and actually trap in the air and keep you warm. So it's not going to have the same bulk as wool. That's another thing I love about it. But the great thing is you could actually wear these and you could layer up with wools underneath. So take a pair of wool socks with you if you're going to be out hunting, and let's say you've got to hike 2 miles, 3 miles to your shooting spot, pull on the wool socks after you get to your location, and then you're great just sitting there all day. You're going to be fine. So let me think. I think I've covered it. They wick, they loft, the insulating properties, they stretch. So this has got that 4-way stretch, which is really important. Cotton, a lot of times it will stretch and then it will not return back until you throw it into the dryer. This stuff is going to stretch right back to where it was at. So it actually, they look a little bit like they're not, to me, when I first saw them, I was like, wow, there's a lot of excess room down here. But the great part is that they stretch and then they come right back. So they actually hug your legs pretty well. Other than that, I can't really, all I can say is that this is a great product and I highly recommend it. She's got multiple sizes. Go to her website, make a purchasing decision for yourself. But again, I've owned these for 5 years. My wife probably has worn them more than me, which I guess I should have had her doing the review here, but I can tell you guys, a great product, highly recommend it, especially if you're going to be outdoors and you're going to be in extreme cold weather. Well, this has been Antonio Centeno with Real Men Real Style. Take care. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.